Hey, yo, what's happening, people? In this video, I'll be telling you what it's like growing up without a father present. So, back in 2015, or let me just say as long as I can remember, I used to go and visit at my father's place, which was where he grew up, so his parents' place. So, yeah, I would go there back and forth on holidays. You know, every 4 terms there are holidays in school, in South African schools, so I would go there. Back then it wasn't a big deal, bro. I didn't even notice that he wasn't a present father because I was a kid. I mean, what do you expect a child to think about? I can't be thinking about all this grown bullshit while I'm a kid.
And I literally just can't.
Don't even.
No, who can even? It's literally impossible to can. I can't.
So I would go there. The feeling of being there at that time, it was really nice. I could say I enjoyed it because both his parents were still alive. So I'm gonna explain how the energy shifted after they passed away. Back then it was cool, it was close to the ocean. Let me not say close to the ocean. I might be exaggerating a little bit, bro, because you know how like broke people, dog, we don't live in the in front of the water.
No! Take this money! I don't want it! Take it!
So it was like maybe 4 kilometers that you had to walk to get to the beach, then 4 kilometers back. So hey man, when you're in the struggle, it's not a struggle, it's just reality. They would pack lunch for me and shit, which was really great. Yeah, so time went on. One time I was in Joburg. I called Timer. I'm like, hey, yo, I want a PC. Whoop de whoop, whoop de whoop. You know how kids are, bro. They just pull up randomly. The world exposes them to things that they like, then they end up asking for it without knowing the situation at home. So I asked him for it, and you know what the nigga said, bro? That nigga said, okay, cool. Two weeks later, the nigga's like, he lay by it. Like, he paid for it, but then he has to keep paying for it, but then he has it though. Like, it arrived. Okay, so when it's time to go visit them, I was so excited to like get the PC, obviously, bro. It was when about the time I started producing. So I wanted to like have my own PC because the PC that I had at home, it was in my mother's bedroom. So every time I had to produce, I had to go to her bedroom, which is bullshit, bro, because bro, who wants to be in somebody else's space, dog? And another thing, my room was so small that you can't have a table for a PC, which is like insane, bro. But you know how it is, man. You can't really cry for shit like that. So when I go there, crazy shit happens, bro. I forgot that I wanted a PC, bro.
What? 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 What?
Not that I forgot that I wanted it, I just didn't remember that he said that he would give me the PC or I would get it when I get there. Bro, like I said, it's like one of those things, you see something in the world that you like and then you want it, then of course later on you're gonna see something else that you like. So it was one of those moments. When I got there, I forgot that he said he bought it for me. So okay, I end up going back to Joburg. Holidays finish. And I go back without it, obviously. So, bro, one time I remembered, I'm like, bro, didn't that nigga say he has a PC for me? And my stupid self didn't remember to go to ask for it when I was there. Bro, I realized that he was never there. Because why would you buy something, then when it's time to give the person, you don't give it to them? The only way that could happen is if the PC was never there in the first place. So he was just like any other father, trying to like tell me what I want to hear, even if it means having to lie to me. So bro, right about that time I started noticing like that kind of shit, and I would react. That was before I learned how to detach myself from emotions. So I would react and be like, nah, that nigga is foul for doing that, which is true. And also that I felt like he was a piece of shit, and it's like, why didn't he just tell me? So that's how I felt at the time. So then one time it was my birthday, like 2017. So it was my birthday, the whole day went by, bro. The nigga didn't call and say happy birthday. Then one time on that same day, like later on, he calls me drunk, and guess what he asked me, bro? That nigga asked me if my mother was around. Then after I said she's not around, guess what he said? And you're probably thinking that he probably said, happy birthday, my only son. Bro, that nigga didn't say happy birthday, bro. That nigga dropped the call after that. Bro, that was the craziest shit in my life, dog. Nah, in fact, it was early on. It was in the morning, bro. Because I remember meditating after that. Bro, imagine, I was that type of person. I feel like at that time I wasn't conscious that I was conscious. But then I guess everything was written and I was getting woken up little by little. So at that time, bro, I meditated to Nas, the album called It Was Written. I was meditating, listening to the music, and of course I smoke weed, bro. But
get a maximum dosage of vitamin and
like a natural energy high, like
feel what they call like a vitamin rush.
Hey there, buddy.
I'm just telling you how I reacted to that situation. Bro, I feel like I was a monk as a kid, bro, without even knowing that I was a monk. So right by that time I started hating him a little bit. A little bit of resentment was kicking in. So years later, his grandparents died. After that, bro, the energy shifted in that place where I used to visit. So it used to be happy and loving and home. Bro, when they died, it felt like the soul of the place was gone. It's like it didn't feel good anymore. And right about that time, I was listening to like Pro Era, Ab-Soul, Underachievers, like a lot of spiritual music. So I started being conscious about everything that was happening. I started noticing that these people actually cared about me when I was there. When I wasn't there, they never spoke to me, never called me, nothing. So, bro, I stopped going there, bro. As soon as I noticed that, I stopped going there. So I basically cut them off. And the reason I cut them off is what I told you. When I would go there, I would feel like an outsider. Plus, the friends that I had there, we were not on the same wavelength anymore. Think about it. I'm out here meditating. They out there doing drugs and shit. Of course, I'm not gonna chill with people that do drugs, bro, because I'm gonna end up doing the same shit. So, bro, I just stopped going there. I had my reasons. I've never spoke my reasons before. This is my first time speaking them. Yeah. So years later, I actually forgave him because during my spiritual journey, I learned that, bro, there is no such thing as a choice, really. You might find that he was a victim of his own situation too. So I forgave him for what he did because I learned that practically it's no one's doing, bro. What he was doing was what he thought was right according to the situation. So when he lied to me and said the PC, he bought it and he didn't really buy it, he was just telling me what I want to hear, which is like any father that loves you they wouldn't want to hurt you. So in that situation, I get it, bro. So, and him not living with us has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with my mother and his relationship. So you can't really blame one person for a one-sided situation that you don't even know about. So there are a lot more reasons that I have for forgiving him, mostly for myself, bro. That resentment that I started having, I didn't want to live with it. So like it's important that I let that shit go because I don't need it, bro. I don't want to be hating somebody for a situation that is not in control of. Like nobody controls anything, bro. Where a person is born, how they are raised, and the things that they are fed, there's nothing that person can do about it. If a person is raised like this, you don't even know his situation. Maybe his parents went there too, so he's just doing what he knows.
You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even.
And of course, you can't really give people excuses for doing stuff like that. But then at the same time, it's why can't you? Because if a person grows up in this specific way, of course he's gonna do that specific thing. And is it his fault for doing that? No, bro. It's no one's fault. We just souls in a human body, bro. So later on, at the moment, let me just say now, I realized that all my life I actually had father role models around me, bro. Like all my life, my father's side, my grandfather from my mother's side and my grandmother, they've been together for like 50 years, bro. So they are like our mother and father there, bro, when I visit my mother's side. So I always had this idea of what a man should be, and his children, my uncles, I have a lot of uncles. So them being around me and showing me what a person does and what a person doesn't do. And it's not things that they say like, hey, yo, this is what a man does. Nah, it's things that I pick up when I observe things. It's like, yo, a man doesn't do this, a man does this. It's like simple things. So
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So it's a matter of being grateful for whatever you have, because every time you complain, there could be someone, and in fact, bro, there is somebody that has it even worse than you. So complaining is practically is not being grateful, bro. So I'd rather just accept things for what they are and be grateful for the little that I have, because that little is probably a lot to somebody.
Now, who can argue with that? Reverend